Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, sorry. Oh, there it is. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, back for you once again. And, well, my audacity is a little odd right now, so hopefully this will, cover the whole thing. All right, anyway, how are you doing? Hope you're feeling blessed. And, well, before we get into the other stuff with WWE, we've got some updates here on the whole Vince McMahon and such. Weird. The weird stuff, the craziness, and everything else. Now, a co-defendant in Vince McMahon sex offer is now John Laurinaitis, saying he's a victim too. This is on Vice.com. Says a lawyer for John Laurinaitis, a co-defendant in the explosive civil sex trafficking lawsuit brought last week against WWE founder Vince McMahon and WWE itself, appeared to corroborate central claims in the suit in a statement to Vice News today. While disputing Laurinaitis' role as described in the complaint, Edward Brennan, the lawyer, said the client is himself a victim, just like the plaintiff, General Grant, a former WWE employee. The truth will come out, Brennan said. In the suit brought last week in federal court, Grant says that McMahon and Laurinaitis sexually assaulted her in WWE's corporate offices, that that McMahon also trafficked her to Laurinaitis, the company's former head of talent relations. McMahon, according to the suit, went so far as to schedule appointments for her to sexually service Laurinaitis. Earlier today, Vice News reached out to Brandon and an attorney in the Tampa area to confirm that he represents Laurinaitis, and he did so, adding as an aside, Mr. Laurinaitis denies the allegations in the misguided complaint and will be vigilantly defending these charges in court, not the media. Like the plaintiff, Mr. Laurinaitis is a victim of the case, not a predator. The truth will come out. The knives are out, man. The knives are out. And I already made my statement about this and how this will end up like how Les Moonves and everything else. Because remember, he was all this stuff too, and then at the end of the day, he just disappeared. I'm getting the same vibe here, but then again, maybe not. Maybe there actually will have some consequences. I would love to see that. I would love to see actual consequences, but you never know at this point. It's just hmm. I would love to see that. To actually have just to really been, just feel like yes, there's actually some consequences to these people's actions. And I want to see these men and women who are going through these horrible just the horrific actions that these men did be held accountable. These men should be held accountable, and the victims should be protected and should be. And my heart goes out to those victims, and it just seems like, I mean, it just. I hope that these people who, like I said, I expect them to pay a big money, and then Vince just goes away, and they just keep moving. At the end of the day, but who knows? Maybe we're all just maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I am, but I just hopefully, um, you know, that's my that's my own thing. Uh, just I feel that's how I feel right now, man. It just feels like ah anyway. Um like I said, I want, like I said, justice, and I want Draw Line Eyes go down, and if they all fighting, Lauren Eyes and Vince are fighting, and they both take each other out, then so be it. I think that would be best for everybody. Yeah. But anyway, we'll see. But there's also other news in WWE, and right now, and let's see. There's been a let's see. All right, let's see right here. Make sure to get all this stuff here. Um, but um, but there's also other bad news in WWE, because the road to WrestleMania has hit a bit of a detour, as as well, CM Punk. Let me see, get here. Um, let's see. Da, da, da. Right here. We go and look here. God, it's so nice having a nice little fast computer. It's really good. But yeah, this right here, um, CM Punk has a torn triceps, and he did it during the Royal Rumble, And man, and he's like he missed WrestleMania 40 on and he is going to miss it. And compounding injuries with Seth Rollins, and because he's got torn meniscus, and you have, I think Kevin Owens is working hurt, and and many other, and many others. And people are saying, well, this is why WWE needs to get Okada. I'm like, no, they don't need Okada. They don't need to get more free agents. What they need to do is to finally build some actual talent. They need to actually, which I think some people really need to right now, and I think a lot of people, will probably not like to hear this. They need to start building up their own talent. They need to start building up their own things. They build up their own talent. They need to start building up their new. They need to start building up because right now it's just been WWE has a problem of these these injuries and these old guys. The old people are getting hurt. And this is a problem where they don't build up any young talent. I honestly think that I mean, heck, you have the biggest stars right now on Raw Judgment Day is Finn Balor and Damian Priest, and they're in their 40s. Um, you got Roman Reigns, he's up there. Seth Rollins is up there. AJ Styles, LA Knight, Randy Orton. Oh, Cody Rhodes ain't no spring chicken either. I mean, Jey Uso's up there. Sami Zayn is up there. Drew McIntyre's a little up there too. There's a lot of guys who are seasoned, and Lashley's up there too. R-Truth is around is like 50 years old. He's 50. And you look at what's you know, 50, man. It's just that hmm, uh, it's just like, where are the new young, the new young talent? Where are the new young talent there? I mean, the women's wrestling, I mean, looking at the Royal Rumble, I mean, most of that crowd is dead. They didn't even care. In fact, here's the messed up part. The messed up part about all the is that the women's division, which looks fine, they got little. In fact, the most reaction was Jade. I mean, other than Jade and let's see, Becky Lynch and like Naomi, the one of the biggest reactions was Jordan Grayson. She doesn't work there. And the same thing of the men's roster. The crowd just did not care for any of them. Bland, the instrumentation. No one really cares about them. Most of these guys are just dudes anyway. They're not. I mean, it feels like the entire roster just feels just there. It's in a holding position, and there's no young talent. When's the last time you had a good youth movement? What, 07, 08? Maybe you had like Kofi, you got CM Punk up there, you have all these other people. When's the last time you had a good youth movement in WWE without them being like sanctioned in NXT? I mean, other than Dominic Mysterio. And this is again a problem. This is a problem that WWE has to, they have to actually do these things. WWE has to actually confront this. If not, you're gonna be like what New Japan is when they have no Okada now, you have no Rainmaker. They're gonna have to do a rebuild. They're gonna have to build up new young stars. And if WWE keeps messing around, you're gonna be in the same position. Who's their next people up? And then when they finally put them up there, the crowds are like, who? Who are these people? Why should I care? That sort of thing. That's what you have. What's going on is that you can have WWE and you know when you have this issue and such. You know, that's what it is. I That's what I feel like, and that's what I'm feeling right now because they need to start building young talent. They need to start really pushing. And why is Braun Breaker not on Raw or SmackDown? He should be the one taking down Gunther. Why is Trick and Bello and everything else stuck in NXT? Why they should be going on SmackDown? Why is Von Wagner wasting his time? Dragunov is wasting his time. There's a lot of young talent in WWE that needs to be on that main roster, and they should be destroying them. They should be. They should be leveling them. But instead, here we are. Like looking at CM Punk's injury and everything else, and all the stuff here. Hmm. But yeah, I honestly think it's the worst thing here. It looks like it just seems to be the the more we look at what's going on in WWE right now is this. And until like I said, until there's change, actual real change, you're not gonna really fix the problem of having these. You can't have these free agents come in, take someone else's spot, and then next year they get hurt and they just mess up all the plans. Then you get stuff like WrestleMania 32, which everyone was hurt. There was no one really built up young stars, and you had a detestable main event. That's what's gonna happen. And speaking of like Seth Rollins and such, things are not looking good for old Sethity Seth because this rumor is right here. Supposedly, here it is. Um, According to people, there have been yeah, it looks like rumor has it that Seth Rollins' Captain America role has been basically been quiet. Leak, yeah, he looks he's gonna be playing King Cobra, member of the Serpent Society. But then, well, looks like has been the Serpent Society has been removed from the movie. This is according to can we get to like Scooper at Can We Get Some Toast via comic book movie. The Separate Society has all been removed from the movie, meaning we won't see Rollins at all. Which is supposedly, this news, take it with a grain of salt, by the way. I mean, this could be true. This could be a really bad, this is bad. Because I mean, he was really happy for him because now Seth Rollins, he was built to, going to be a part of this movie, and now it's basically been recutting out, you know, basically additional scenes and material reshooting because that's and ballooning the budget because that's what Marvel needs more ballooning the budget. That's gonna be so much fun. And then that sucks right for him. And then like Becky Lynch was cut from the Eternals, which also sucks too because yeah. And now it's just looks like it was just the phase 5 looks like it's gonna be even more confusion for that. And more confusion, more more sad, more just over bloated budgets. While Disney is trying to correct the ship off of a very lukewarm Phase 4 and a disastrous Phase 5. It's a disaster. And here's me hoping as a DC fan that the rest, which is something super. I mean, what they need to do is hopefully the new Superman movie, which looks good, looks nice. New Superman movie and the Supergirl movie. Hopefully they got their Supergirl, which hopefully is gonna be good too. Then you're gonna hopefully Paradise Lost and a new Wonder Woman, which is gonna be really. Hopefully it's gonna be good too. I'm betting that's gonna be the big hit. I'm telling you about that. But anyway, that's my thoughts on my ramblings, if you will, of the WE and everything what's going on right now. Like I say again, They need some changes. WWE needs changes, not just in the executive branches and such, but also in the ring stuff, and also get new faces, new young folks in there. And NXT is going to be one of their main strengths and their main weaknesses because no matter how good the NXT stuff is there, they're going to have to need them because they're going to be on the CW, which they need to have more ratings such, keep it on their, that failed Six Network, which that's a whole other discussion. Anyway, I will be right back. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about Tencent. Oh, we're talking about that Tencent, ladies and gentlemen. And well, it's not going to be a very good talking point. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be very interesting, and also other things that they're looking to be getting into. Anyway, we'll be right back. Rising us here live on the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. And we're back live here on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for sticking with me, Duke CT. Anyway, well, Tencent is going. Well, this is a very interesting subject here. Huh. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, not surprising with this. But anyway, Tencent, the sprawling multinational that spent years gobbling up studios like Riot Games and Techland while investing in others, including Ubisoft, Remedy, and From Software, has chastised itself for becoming a passenger in 2023. As reported by Reuters, Tencent and CEO founder Tony Ma indicated that the company has been coasting along while its major competitors have been rolling out global hits. Speaking at the company's annual meeting, Ma reiterated that video games remain Tencent's flagship business, but suggested the company achieved nothing in the market over the past year. Gaming is our flagship business, but in the past year, we have faced significant challenges. We have found ourselves at a loss as our competitors continue to produce new projects, leaving us feeling having achieved nothing, he said. And also, Tencent is catching up on AI, which is fun. Ma uh, added that some of Tencent's latest releases have failed to meet internal expectations, but didn't specify which titles underwhelm. He also suggested the company was until recently playing catch up when it comes to AI tech, but is now able to follow the pace of leading rivals. Ma said Tencent should be focused on leveraging its own high-end generative AI model across various businesses. It's unclear if that means the company's internal game studios will be encouraged to lean on technology. Tencent has been grappling with tightening playtime and spending regulations in China, will result in the company investing more in Western studios. In 2020 alone, Tencent became the majority shareholder of Dying Light maker Techland, Suncast into new startups like Lighthouse Games, and led a $10 million investment into a fitness game maker, Kual. Well, recently, however, Tencent subsidy Riot Games laid off over 530 workers after claiming it scaled up too quickly and overreacted with another big bets. Well, honestly, Tencent has been feeling a little bit off at this point. Tencent feels like it's done, and I'm surprised by it. And the people around Tencent, and you know what they say, what can they do to really fix this position? Well, according to some rumors, yesterday, is that this happened supposedly since they felt like they were like really not doing so well. Reports yesterday, this was yesterday, that suggested that Tencent wants to buy Dungeons and Dragons from Hasbro. Well, this has been updated. It says this was right here, but they said they're not doing it, and I'll talk about that later. But here's the original story here. New reports are suggesting that Chinese media conglomerate Tencent may be looking to purchase iconic tabletop role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons from Hasbro. The role-playing game developed by Wizards of the Coast has long been one of the most recognizable brands in tabletop gaming, with multiple iterations on the classic RPG formula. The property has inspired a wide library of video games, including critically acclaimed games like 2023's Baldur's Gate 3, among others. Now, a Chinese gaming juggernaut may be looking to buy in on the role-playing game. As one of China's most recognizable gaming brands, Tencent has already reached into the gaming industry with several of the most popular brands. League of Legends developer Riot Games became a subsidiary of Tencent in 2015, finishing the purchase that saw Chinese company acquire a 93% stake in the Santa Monica-based developer in 2011. Tencent also owns developer TIMI Studio, most recognized for developing Call of Duty Mobile and Pokemon Unite. Now Tencent reportedly wants to buy one of the gaming's most iconic brands, Dungeons and Dragons. And then came up later that they weren't. And personally, let's see right here, is that they had this also, this is again Dungeons and Dragons is on the verge of the totally not new edition rule set revamp and develop a virtual desktop project, riding high off the back of Baldur's Gate 3. But the Wizards of Coast has like massive round layoffs, and the bruises of the OGL fiasco are still smarting. This has laid the groundwork for a swarm of rumors regarding a potential sale to Tencent, a massive conglomerate of holding company with its fingers in dozens of different pies, including Remedy Entertainment, Paradox Interactive from software, Epic Games, and most importantly to the matter hand, Larian Studios. Slight whispers began when the Chinese news outlet Speed Daily, as translated by Pan Daily, reported that the Wizard of the Coast parent company Hasbro was seeking to sell its well-known IP Dungeons and Dragons, citing Hasbro's financial crisis as a reason for speculation. That, despite D&D being a huge earner for Hasbro, achieving record years as per a financial report last October for the company, and yet still having all those huge layoffs. Oops. Shucking D&D as a property entirely would be like throwing a crate of diamonds overboard to stop your ship from sinking. It's not something you do unless you were definitely about to drown, which isn't completely out of the question. That same report, the Hasbro's total revenue was down 13 to 15%, and repeatedly cites a difficult situation for toys across the board. Still, I'm not sure if things are dire enough for a spontaneous bout of violent playing. The article by Harvey Randall. Love this. Um, but yeah, right here it says, but it looks like confirmed. You see, a comment provided by Dicebreaker where Wizards of the Coast writes the following, saying, "We regularly talk to Tencent and enjoy multiple partnerships with them across a number of IPs. We don't make a habit of commenting on internet rumors, but to be clear, we are not looking to sell our D&D IP. We will keep talking to partners about how we bring the best digital experience to our fans. We won't comment on any further on speculations or rumors and potential mergers or licensing deals." So they're not selling. And honestly, it's like some people are like, wow, that's good, right? They're not selling. And honestly, but then you have to remember Tencent is looking to do something big into this year. They're looking to really get back to it. And honestly, I'm surprised. I am surprised that this was not going to be it looks like it was like one big splash. This was going to be the big splash that Tencent would need. But I honestly think that Tencent is it has all it needs right there. It needs what they have to do is finally have like a really, consecutive game. And not only that, but they really, I think right here, Riot Games is one of their main the main issue here is Riot Games, the subsidiary of Tencent, they need to fix that. Because once you lay off that much workers and they're scaling up too quickly and all these type of things, something is wrong. And they need to really start fixing that problem instead of going in, you know, trying to buy the next new toy instead of just doing things internally to fix things, that sort of thing. Yeah, it ties into the WE. It's all connected here. See, it's not that you need to go and buy the new thing, which will be a good big pop, and then next thing you know, you realize, oh crap, maybe we should be doing other stuff and build up your young and interesting talent. You could, and maybe start looking internally to say maybe we should stop, gobbling up studios and just leaving them as husks. And eventually you're gonna run out of studios to buy. Maybe they should stop concentrating on you know just themselves. Just to do that. I think that will be a really that would be nice. But then again, these type of you know multinational companies don't do that. They don't look and say build things up and maybe start like, hey, let's build ourselves up. Let's build ourselves up and do stuff like that. Like, hey, we're gonna build ourselves up. We're gonna do the things right. Instead, you know what they do, ladies and gentlemen? They just consolidate and just just completely just they're the blob, and they just keep eating each other over and over again, continuously until the end of time. That is what we are dealing with. And people are mad, oh, the Chinese communists and all that stuff. But no, I mean, their money is just as good as as anybody else's. I mean, that's all. I mean, if it really was, oh, you care about that, but yeah, the money's still green. It works. They got their money, and they're gonna do what they want with it. You know, because hey, that's at the end of the day, that's business, man. And if you're mad at that, go ahead, yell and scream, but businesses could say no. You understand? That's just my personal. But that's why I say here, Tencent should be building themselves up and looking at other companies and looking at other things like that. But that's just my personal opinion. Could be wrong. Could be wrong though. Anyway, that is the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. And the rest of the stuff will be put on the main channel, of course, very soon. And until that time, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being with me, Duke CT. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.